Okay, for our first module, when you click on the Learning Modules course content, you'll see all the modules. Some of these are dimmed because they're not available to you yet. But the Pearson textbook that we'll be using is located at this link. So whenever you're directed to the textbook, you have to come back to the beginning of the learning modules to enter the textbook. And when you click on that link, it will bring you into our textbook, which I'll explain a little bit more in a minute. Okay, so Intro to Programming is our first module. And this is the video that you're watching now. So all of our modules include this module at a glance. And this document will explain to you what's going to be covered in the module, the student learning outcomes for the module, and the module learning outcomes. So what you will be learning. In addition, there's always a link to our full course schedule from the course information documents. Okay. All right. Then there's always a lecture and assignment folder. In here, you'll find first the information about your Revel assignment. This is from the Revel online textbook. So it's to complete all the questions in the assigned portion of Chapter 1. And it tells you the assignment title, which is September 6th, because the Revel textbook uses the due dates as the assignment name. And then always read this notes here. If there's a problem, a concern, an issue in the textbook, something I want to bring to your attention, I'll list it here up front. So for instance, in section 1.7 of the textbook, there's a lot of questions and programming assignments, but all you have to do is to read up to the algorithm workbench section, and then within algorithm workbench, read number 3 and watch the video that's posted, and then predict the results, read number 4 and watch the video. So you only have to do that portion in section 7. As you go through here, you'll see videos. These are videos that I have posted to help you with the course material. So now I'm going to go into our Revel textbook, and you'll see our first assignment, September 6th, and you can enter the assignment. And you just start reading the textbook, running any animations, answering any questions. Okay, so you just start reading through the material. You can see you can move to the next question. At different points throughout, you'll have animations that you can run and these checkpoint questions. You need to answer all of the questions as you work your way through the assignment. When, just to bring you back here, you can see, there's things that are worth points in here. So those are the points that, you have to attain while you're working through the assignment. Keep in mind that when you get to a question, like a checkpoint question, or whatever the case might be right here, you have to just keep answering until you get the correct answer. So you have as many attempts as you need. They're not all true false, so you might need more attempts, but you do need to get them questions correct in order to attain the points. The other thing that you'll notice is anytime you see something highlighted, that means that there's a note from me. So here, I'm just going to click on this little highlight, and it'll say watch video 1.3, programs and programming languages in the lecture folder. So in addition to reading through and working through section 1.3, I expect you to come here and watch this video as well. So sometimes I create videos to clarify or to help you, and you have to make sure that you're doing that work also. Now, it's important in an online class that you're not just rushing through this material. You need to comprehend and understand the material. So start early, take your time, start to work your way through things. Okay. Then in our modules, we'll have discussions. And then in the first discussion, I have some, material that'll help you for all discussions. So you should read through this, how to participate. I have a rubric for discussions that you can look at to see how many points everything is worth. And here you can just read the discussion and click on the link. In the first one, we're just kind of introducing ourselves and a little bit about our programming or coding experience, if you have any. If you don't, that's no problem at all. So read through the discussion and then go ahead and post. For most of our discussions, you have to make a post and respond to 2 other students, but the instructions are always listed with the discussion. In this module, you can complete the discussion separate from Revel. You can, get started with the discussion and go back to the textbook. That's up to you. And then there's a project. You really should complete all the lecture and assignment material before the project. And here in Project 1, we will be seeing how to install the software required for this course, which is Dev C++. It works on a Windows computer. If you don't have access to a Windows computer, you can email me, and we'll talk about an alternative, which is Xcode. Here there are instructions for you on how to install the compiler. It's very easy. It requires very few very little system resources. A lot of times I'll provide you with both a Word version or a PDF version, so you can use what you prefer. Then I have step-by-step instructions on how to create a program using Dev C++. And I also have a video that kind of explains these steps and a little bit more, so you should probably watch that. And then for our first project, you'll just make sure you have the compiler installed. You'll follow the step-by-step instructions that are posted right here. And then there's a video you'll watch on how to submit your project. And but this is the link that you click on for the project submission. And for each of our modules, we'll be having a quiz. When you go into the quiz folder, you won't really see anything. Well, there's a video there, how to take a quiz in Blackboard. But you won't see anything until the quiz is available. The quiz will be available for 2 days, Tuesday and Wednesday. And you can take it anytime during that period that you want, and you have 1 hour to complete the quiz. The first quiz will just be on this module, but it's also going to be on course information documents that you should have already read through. And so that is our first module. And our other modules are going to kind of follow the same thing. They'll have a video, a module at a glance, lecture and assignments, a discussion, a project, a quiz. So you should become familiar with it quite quickly. And if you have any questions at all, please let me know.